Howdy peeps, and welcome back to the channel. Don't worry, we're not actually looking at fish today. We're looking at what we feed them. Now, I have seen a lot of posts recently on Facebook and forums and YouTubes and things like that about what people feed fish, why, what fish have different foods, all sorts of stuff. So I thought I'd share some of my thoughts and what I feed. Now, as a general daily food, I'll either go with a simple flake, like the aquarium, just a standard flake. I also have veggie flake, and I have krill flake, and we have crumb, and with one of these, that one is the Oase fry flake. We also have the Hikari First Bites flake. Now, different kind of flakes even for different kinds of fish. So something that wants high protein, maybe more predatory, would get the krill flake. Your generalised fish, so your mollies, Hikari, whatever like that, your standard type guppy gets the standard flake, and then the more specialist vegetabilists get the veggie flake. Now, I also feed pellets and granules. So again, we have the Hikari micro wafers and micro pellets, the Hikari cichlid gold, which are rather large pellets for rather large fish. We have the Oase Organics granules. We have the Tetra Pro micro crisps. We have the micro granules. The NC Labs micro crumb kind of thing. Fish Science worm pellets. LRB's favourite, Tetracolor granules. We've got bug bites in about 3 or 4 different flavours. Catfish pellets. Standard granules over the back down there. Again, different fish prefer different types of, or require different types of foods, and for other things, just because more for treats and things, we have bloodworms and tubifex worms. We have freeze-dried Daphnia. I do live brine shrimp as well. The Rapashi morning wood, because I've got a few plecos. I've got the aquarium algae wafers somewhere around here, as well as another big tub of algae wafers. They're not the brand that's in the tub. I get the Herons brand from Amazon in the UK because I buy algae wafers by the kilo, or the 2.2 pound bag. Yeah, they don't last very long. Yeah, so as you can see, there's a kind of bewildering variety of foods out there. All sorts of different types, colours, claims. The main thing is to find out what your fish are. Obviously you know what type of fish they are, but are they carnivores, are they omnivores, are they vegetabilists, herbivores, detrivores, insectivores, all different kinds, and they all have slightly different nutritional needs. For example, the bug bites made out of soldier fly larvae and salmon, really good for things like betters, which are insectivores, but if you were to feed them to, say, some limia, it's not going to do them very much good. Whereas if you feed the veggie flakes of the limia, they'll love it, but the better won't do so well. So yeah, lots and lots of confusion. Sorry, trying not to burp, yawn, etc. at the same time. I also have some Absolute pellets from Absolute Aquatics. So where we've gone. Yeah, I say so. Obviously, there's loads of different foods on the market. And so once you figure out what it is your fish like, or need, as opposed to like is probably a more accurate kind of word, you can then look into what to buy. Now, much like us, a mixed and varied diet is a good thing. I mean, if you're feeding pellets and algae wafers, for example, but the fish you're trying to feed the pellets to is eating the algae wafers, there's probably a reason. They probably need some greenery in their diet, help them clear things out. And the other thing I'll say is to make sure you look at the ingredients. I know the writing's really small and you can't read it most of the time, even in daylight. I mean, this is the algae flake, and these, I don't know if you can actually read it, and glare and stuff, 16% algae, and there's kelp and other stuff in there. And I've seen spirulina flake on sale that has got 1% spirulina in it. So it's basically exactly the same as the other flake food. They just put a different label on it. But the main things, you're looking at the amount of protein, the oil, fat, blah blah blah, all that, the additives they put in there. Because obviously veggie eaters don't need a huge amount of protein. Meat eaters do need a huge amount of protein. So as you can see, there's a lot to go into and a lot to be said, and there's no one easy answer of just buy this food and all your fish will be wonderfully happy. So yeah, when you're in the fish shop, fish store, instead of impulse buying that extra better or extra pretty fishy, get yourself something different in food wise. That's how I ended up with all these. Now, you just pop in for a look around. I like to buy at least something, so I'll buy a pot of a food either I don't currently have, or one that I do have and I'm getting low on. If in doubt, algae wafers. And that way you'll build up a bigger selection of foods, and you can feed your fish different foods. Much like us, if we just ate the same thing all the time, we would soon get bored of it. And I'm sure the same probably goes for fish, just not quite so rapidly as it does with us. I've no idea why that's looking so blue, but there we go. We'll just move along here while we have a bit of a wander. So there we go. Some of my thoughts on foods. A mixed and varied diet is going to be better than a fixed, this is what they eat every day. And we do now have 2 empty fry tanks. This one is just a snail bomb, intentional snail bomb. This one is a molly bomb. Oh, the shellies have been moved out of there. But there we go. So just a few thoughts I had on fishy foods and stuffs. Have a look at some gorgeous little crebensis. And yes, we do have a breeding pair up the back. There's the female. There's a reason there's no coconut huts in there. It's so we don't get more babies. Anyway, so hopefully that's cleared a few things up, or made you think about a couple of different things. Thank you for watching if you made it this far through the waffle and the completely unplanned video, and I'm hoping there's no bad reflections in the tanks. Don't look for them. Don't forget to do the usual: like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Share it out. Enjoy your hobby. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye.